Now at 6:30, a 911 call leads to a death investigation after officers find a dead body and 15 pounds of synthetic drugs.
A fire destroys a Madison County barn. The devastated owner tells us what she's lost.
A man charged with the murder of 4 of his friends after a crash in Breathitt County goes before a judge. Why the victims' families are now upset.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you on this Saturday. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Whitney Wetzel.
And I'm Mark Barber here on this very chilly Saturday morning.
I mean, when is it going to end? It seems like all week we have just been down in these bitter cold temperatures. Yesterday we kind of went back up, but we're right back in it again today, unfortunately.
And will we ever get out of it? That's what I'm starting to wonder. Maybe many of you are at home too. For the answer to that question, we'll check in with Mike Linden in the First Alert Weather Center. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Mark and Whitney. That's right. Temperatures are running very far below normal this time of year. These are what you would expect maybe later into January, but not necessarily this cold. Now, this isn't even the wind chill that you're looking at right now. Single-digit temperatures. Luckily, the wind is holding off quite nicely right now, enough so to provide us with temperatures in the single digits. So be sure to bundle up if you have any reason at all to be outside this morning. Again, not much going on up above us today, and that's also part of the reason why things are so cold. There's just no cloud cover out there to hold anything in at the surface. So if you're getting ready to head outside at any point today, it is going to be very nice looking. Lots of sunshine, but won't exactly be feeling so great. Only really getting back to the low 20s, so another sub-freezing day, but the cloud cover returns tomorrow with big changes in store for the Bluegrass late Sunday night. I'll show you what that means into the work week ahead, coming up in about 10 minutes.
Well, it looks like the thermometer is going up, so that's good news. Thank you, Mike. Well, with temperatures hitting the single digits across the Commonwealth right now, area homeless shelters say they're either at or over capacity.
Yeah, so when the rescue mission in Lexington had to close its doors last week, that could have spelled disaster. But luckily, an outpouring of donations means the center will soon reopen. WKYT's Hillary Thornton joins us live now at the rescue mission with the latest. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning, Whitney and Bark. With temperatures set to stay below freezing again today, organizers here at the Lexington Rescue Mission say they are thankful that due to donations, they are going to be able to reopen soon after a broken pipe forced them to close. It was bad timing for the organization that helps hundreds in the area, especially during a cold snap like we are seeing. With all area shelters and missions at capacity, all organizations are greatly needed. The Lexington Rescue Mission provides a variety of services, including warm meals and providing coats, gloves, blankets, and other basic necessities. However, when a sewage pipe broke, the rescue mission was the one in need, with repairs costing $15,000. On Friday, the organization learned enough donors have come forward to cover the cost, and organizers say repairs will start as soon as tomorrow, and they plan to reopen next Saturday. Reporting live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. Firefighters in Richmond also braved flames and the cold as they fought a barn fire last night.
Some people who live nearby described hearing explosions as flames tore through the barn. This is an eyewitness photo that was sent to us of the barn fire on Red House Road. Now, the owner of the barn says 4 calves died in the fire. We're told that a horse, as well as a horse trailer that was full of furniture, and a truck were also destroyed. Now, the homeowner says she is taking stock of what has been lost.
Well, we're going to sit down and make a list of all the things. We do have good insurance, thanks to Farm Bureau, I hope, and try to start piecing back together.
The Madison County Fire Department says they don't know what caused the fire.
A man charged with the murder of 4 of his friends in a drunk driving case answered to those charges yesterday. Shawn Hardin faces 4 counts of murder for the August crash in Breathitt County. Hardin pleaded not guilty, and a judge set his bond at $350,000. Family members of the victims were in court and told us they wanted to see a higher bond or a different plea.
I kind of thought he would go for guilty just so that he wouldn't have to pretend that he's not, but I guess he wasn't big enough to say he was guilty.
Hardin will be back in court on February 20th. A court date has been set for a state lawmaker facing a DUI charge. State police arrested State Senator Brandon Smith in Frankfort earlier this week. Troopers say they stopped him because he was driving 65 in a 45-mile-an-hour zone. They also say the arresting officer could smell alcohol. Smith will be in court on January 2nd. The Republican from Hazard represents the 30th district, which covers much of the southeastern Kentucky.
It started as a call about someone stealing utilities. Police say a man tried to run from them while carrying a meth lab in a trash can. Lancaster police arrested Charles Wayne Lear and a second man, Christopher Richardson, after coming to a home to check a stolen utilities call. That's when police say they saw Lear running out of the home with a trash can full of one-step meth labs. Officers caught and arrested Lear, as well as Richardson, who was in the home. Both men are facing drug charges. Lear is also charged with evidence tampering, as well as fleeing or evading police. Now, a death investigation is also underway today after a call to 911 leads deputies to a body and a house full of homemade synthetic drugs. The Boyle County Sheriff's Office say they found Gregory Lane dead at a home on Mox Creek Drive early Friday. They tell us they also found 15 pounds of drugs in the home. Deputies say Amy Young, Michael Graham, and Martin Hoskins were all in the home at the time. They are charged with reckless homicide in connection to Lane's death.
We are tracking the investigation into the deaths of a mother and daughter over in McCreary County. State police say a home health care worker found 71-year-old Maudie Eagleton and 54-year-old Frances Hudson dead in their home Friday morning. Police don't know how they died, but family members say both of them had health issues. Neighbors say it is a tight-knit community and they all look out for one another.
I seen you in the window yesterday looking outside, so I don't see where they would have had any major problems that quick.
Investigators say both bodies were sent to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Today, friends and family are remembering a teenager killed in a car crash earlier this week. Cody Satterfield died Tuesday after his car hit a tree in Whitley County. His funeral is at 11 this morning at the Crawley Funeral Home in Williamsburg. Satterfield was a junior at Whitley County High School and a junior ROTC member.
It's a plan to make college more affordable. During a visit to Knoxville yesterday, President Obama unveiled a proposal to make 2 years of community college free for students. At Bluegrass Community and Technical College in Lexington, President Augusta Julian says she's very excited about the plan. Julian says of the 16,000 students attending the 75-year-old college, 85% of them are on some sort of financial aid. She says some students don't finish school because of money, so she believes the new program will help.
It's really heart-wrenching to see students who are unable to continue their educations because of a financial problem. Sometimes it's as simple as their car breaks down and they don't have the money to get it repaired so that they can come to class.
BCTC officials say right now, a student taking 15 credit hours pays about $2,200 a semester. Well, by this time next week, classes at UK will be in full swing. But as students return to campus in the next few days, health officials believe they will be taking a lot of germs with them. WKYT's Garrett Weimer talked to University Health Services about how they're getting ready to handle a potential increase in flu cases and other illnesses.
Campus is quiet right now, but come next week, these buildings will be buzzing again. And so will the clinic, health officials expect. Director of Nursing Mindy Scott tells me they'll be ready at University Health Services for what they expect to be an influx of students coming into the clinic sick.
We have made sure we have plenty of supplies on hand. We do have the rapid flu test, so we can check and see if you do have the flu or strep throat. It may be something else.
Scott says UHS regularly treats about 300 students a day, and they can also set up special walk-in clinics for flu if they need to.
I've tried to make sure my employees are all good and healthy and ready to go, and I told them if they're going to get sick, they had to get sick a couple weeks ago before the kids come back.
The main thing for students who will spend a lot of time together in confined spaces, whether it's dorms, classrooms, or hopefully the library too, is to take basic steps to stay healthy.
If you are sick and you have a fever, stay home. We love you. We don't love your germs.
In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Classes begin at UK on Wednesday. Lexington has 104 confirmed flu cases so far this season.